TBI is the acronym for traumatic brain injury. My traumatic brain injury was over a multitude of head traumas from IED blasts, which are roadside bombs in combat zones like Iraq and Afghanistan right now. My short-term memory, my cognitive processing, I'm starting to notice that my long-term memory is even more affected, but it can go from anything where some guys don't ever talk again. They just physically can't talk. PTSD stands for post-traumatic stress disorder. Originally it was, shell shock, combat fatigue, combat stress. You're crazy was one that one hurts the most. I don't consider myself crazy. I consider myself normal for what I've been through. You get into firefights in a combat zone over and over and over and over and over again. Your attitude changes, your anger levels spike. You're constantly hypervigilant. The flashbacks, the night terrors, the night sweats, loud bangs. 4th of July is a day that we should all probably enjoy as veterans. Most of us can't. I got to enjoy my first 4th of July this year with Sarge. She sat in front of me and just kept rubbing her head on my chest, and I actually went through the entire 4th of July display. Driving down the road, you see a box, and I laughed because the people in Rio Rancho and Albuquerque don't mean any harm, but they place these cardboard boxes up that say garage sale in the medians of the roads. In a combat zone, that's when things blow up. That's when things really go, things blow up, men get hurt, men die. And that sense of it always happening is always there. Sarge is there when I start to get that feeling and I can feel myself clenching up on that steering wheel. Sarge will actually take her head and she'll lay it in the inside of my elbow. And she'll just lay it there. And it's that, Dad, the road's not gonna blow up, you're fine, don't worry about it. And it has helped tremendously. PTSD and TBI don't just affect the veteran. They affect the family. Trying to have a simple conversation with your wife or your kid, and you just go from 0 to 100 emotionally in the drop of a hat, and you don't mean to. You don't want to hurt the other individual. Nobody ever sets out to hurt anybody. It's just, when you go through all those traumatic experiences, that's all you know is from 0 to 100. Sarge helps level that off. I still have my moments, and my wife will attest to that. But my 0 to 100 has gotten better because of Sarge and because of the one medication that I am taking. Because the fact that I get to look at other veterans in this program and say, been there, done that, got the t-shirt, wear it proudly. I know what you're talking about. And it's one of those things where, it never goes away. There's no cure for this. There's no cure for a brain injury. There's no cure for post-traumatic stress disorder. What there is, in the military, we teach our guys, you gotta have a kit bag. You gotta have a multiple set of tools in that kit bag. Well, what a service dog can do for a veteran in those two conditions, that gives him an opportunity to get one more tool to try to get through his life. To try to help get him out to dinner, like I said before, to get him out to dinner with his wife and have fun and enjoy it. We got a phone call when we first started this program with one of our veterans' wives, crying because she just went out to dinner with her husband and nothing went wrong. It was such a rewarding, and it probably sounds selfish, but it was very rewarding for Lynsey and I, because it was like, it's working. It's helping somebody else. I'm proud to say that I have PTSD and I have a traumatic brain injury. I got my disability serving my country. I'm a disabled veteran. I'm proud of it. Sarge's vest, it says on there, PTSD service dog. You don't get any more out in the open than that. Just like we prepare our soldiers to go into a combat zone with as many tools as possible, that's what we try to do for our veterans suffering from these two disabilities. Put them in the situation with the most amount of tools as possible that can benefit them to have a successful life.
you.